Hey, I'm back with another retro video game pickup video. Got a pile of games here because last week Gameplay in Long Beach was having a buy two, get one free sale on almost every game in the store. So I got to take advantage of that for the retro games. Like, I never spend a lot anyway. I buy the cheapest games. I don't really pay over $10 or so. But yeah, I had to take advantage of buy two, get one free to get some free games that I wanted. So yeah, this haul right here is NES and PlayStation. So I'll just start off with PlayStation. First game is Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. This game is just so unique. Even the front. I love the front of the front of the jewel case really gets you in the mood for this game. No menus, no inventory bars, no scorekeeping. Infinite lives, victims to rescue, and inexplicably challenging gameplay. And that's so true about this game. Didn't they just remake this in HD also? I don't know, I think they did. But yeah, this was one of those games that I used to play the demo for a lot back in the day. Then I rented it a couple times. And yeah, I don't think I ever played through it or anything. So have to give this a go, see how that goes. Very strange. And this is one of those times where the game came out and they're just like, yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of these. We're gonna have 4 of them. So just get ready because you're gonna see a lot more like this. I always thought that was interesting when games do that. What was that game for Xbox 360 or Xbox One? I think like Advent Rising. I think, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna have 6 games, and whoever finishes is gonna get $1 million. It's gonna be a huge thing. We're gonna have comic books and toys. And then it like totally flopped. Anyway, Oddworld. Dino Crisis for PlayStation, the first one. This is one of those series that like I really enjoyed. I think there was a couple on PlayStation 1, and then the third one was an Xbox One exclusive. It was like one of those games that Microsoft helped fund, and they wanted it exclusive for their console. They did that with a bunch of Japanese companies, like Sega did a bunch, like Panzer Dragoon Orta and all that. But yeah, this was a fun series. I don't think I ever beat it, so picked up Dino Crisis. This was cheap, like $4 or something. I always thought, God, the cover. Why in a game about where you're fighting dinosaurs would you put just some really bland looking character? You know, you gotta really sell the hell out of those dinosaurs. But yeah, this game is fun, you know, from the creators of Resident Evil. What else is there to say about Dino Crisis? I mean, you fight dinosaurs. What else do you need to say? Another game I picked up because it was so cheap and because I'm a big fan is Twisted Metal 2. This game I thought was just one that they never got right in like the modern consoles. So like PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3, I just wasn't feeling those versions of the game. Yeah, the old ones are great. I think they definitely overstayed their welcome on PlayStation 1. I think there was like 3 or 4 of them. They really were not much different. Another interesting thing, no name on this CD. It's kind of weird. I like this dude's face. He's just screaming, probably because he's on fire or driving through fire or something. If you think about it, this is the worst way to go if this was real life, because you're all exposed and stuff. You know, even if like a piece of glass like poked you in the eye, you'd be done. Advertisement for Jet Moto. Remember that game, the advertising. That was one of the first games where I really remember, well, I guess not the first, because Ninja Turtles had Pizza Hut in it. But really blatant in-game advertising. It's like Mountain Dew, yeah, driving on these flying jet ski things. Drink some Mountain Dew. Alright, those are my PlayStation games that I picked up. Now on to the NES. Let's see. So yeah, buy 2 going free, but this one I had to pick up separate because it was so cheap. It was like $1.50 or something. And this is actually a surprisingly good game. The Adventures of Bayou Billy by Konami. First thing is Konami really killed it with the box art and labels back in the day. Like, just like, look at that. That's like an art piece. That's a really great painting, and the way like the font is on the title. I mean, they're totally trying to rip off, you know, Crocodile Dundee, which was, I don't know why it was so big back in the 80s and 90s, but it was. This game was called, I think, Mad City in the rest of the world. And I remember reading, like, when they brought it over to America, they thought this game was too easy, so they made all the enemies in the game move faster and gave them, like, 3 or 4 times amount of life, which I was like, why would you do that? Why would you change the game so drastically like that? But I don't know. This game is fun. It's got like it's mostly side scrolling, but then it also has a driving level, and it actually has like a light gun levels where you can use the NES zapper, and you can also use the controller, but you can use the zapper and you can shoot enemies like a traditional light gun game. It's really, really cool, really unique game. As far as I know, I don't think this has been re-released on any compilation or virtual console or anything. So, pretty cool game, super cheap. It's also like $2 on eBay. Metal Gear, you know, first Metal Gear. I could have sworn I had this in my collection. I probably did at one point, but I was looking for it the other day, and I have Snake's Revenge, but I couldn't find the original Metal Gear, so I got this again. I love the cover. I'm a huge Metal Gear fan, and just not having this in my collection didn't feel right, so I had to pick it up. Another classic. Really hard though. I'm not patient enough to play this today much. I just, you know, wanted to have it. All right, next up is another Konami game. I love my Konami games. Track and Field 2. Got this just to have something to play with like people when they come over. Because, you know, Track and Field, great game. Track and Field 2 is a great game. Not much else to say about it. Just a fun, simple multiplayer game that still holds up to this day. Next up is Anticipation. Now, what reminded me of this is some people on Twitter were like making fun of the cover and how cheesy it is, and yeah, it's really cheesy. But this game is actually very good. It's a board game, and the way it goes is like it'll go to a screen, and then something will start being drawn, and you'll have to buzz in and guess what it is. And then, you know, you roll the dice again, and you go on the board and whatever, and it's like that. And really great music, and this is developed by Rare, and this was Rare when they were first starting off. So, you know, Battletoads, RC Pro-Am, stuff like that. One of Rare's first games, and yeah, it's awesome. I totally recommend playing this or looking up a video on YouTube of it, at least, especially to hear the music. The last game is Metroid, the first Metroid. I recently was playing through Super Metroid on my Wii U, because like I said in my last video, I got it when it was 30 cents on sale on the virtual console. So I wanted to play the original Metroid, but then I realized my copy of Metroid does not work, and so I just went on eBay and just got this. I think it was like $8 or something, because I am planning on playing through it next. I want to play through all the Metroids, all the 2D Metroids, Zero Mission and Fusion. So yeah, I'll be doing that. So that's my stack of games. Did you see anything in here that you liked? Did you guys have any, what was it, Memorial Day? Did you guys have any Memorial Day sales around where you were? Pick up any games? Let me know in the comments. Rate, subscribe, thumbs up, and thanks for watching.